or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 2 hours, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
In me and you.
Oh, yes, indeed. There is a light right here on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we are answering your questions all across the nation because tonight it is all about you. And we are welcoming you to call in and ask your questions and share your experiences. We all know it's been an interesting 2020, and we're in the 8th month of the 2020 year. How many of you can't wait for the holidays to be near? And you know what? They'll be here before you know it. And we're all trying to figure out, what does the end of the year look like? And how are we going to navigate what we usually do? Can we do what we usually do? Will we be lighting trees and having celebrations? Or are we going to just be trapped in our houses still? Well, that's something that we're hoping to pray away and hold the vibration of change, because, you know, there's nothing stronger than the divine force, the divine source, the divine universe. So we are asking all of you to hold the vision. You know, sometimes when we focus on what we don't want, we get more of what we don't want. So we're going to focus on a little bit of the positive side. And there's a lot going on in the world, in the news, and it's exhausting. Really, it's exhausting. And it's kind of like, does anybody really know what's really going on? And some days I feel like there are people that I see on the television, and this reminds me of a cartoon. They're like, which way did he go, George? Like, nobody really knows which way they're going. Nobody knows, right? So we're looking at all of that and sitting there thinking, oh, God, we're doomed, but we're not. We are realizing that we have more power inside of ourselves than we gave ourselves credit for, and we can manage in spite of what's going on. But, you know, the human psyche, human energy, we require connection and communication. And these social activities mean something to us. And now we're just like on lockdown. And it's uncomfortable. And various ways of lockdown, I understand. But we're all trying to be a little bit more aware and be careful and trying not to live in fear. And if you watch some of what's being on the been put on the television, then it really feeds you with a lot of fear. So how can you shift your consciousness during a difficult time like this? How can you just open up your heart and allow your love light to shine and not lose yourself in the circumstances and conditions which are temporary? I know it's seeming very long, but it is a temporary condition. It is not something that will be forever. It's something that we as humans are very strong and we can persevere through the challenges. But there are some ramifications. There are some other energies that are still out there that have to do with our economy. They have to do with, you know, social connections and business connections. And we're just wondering, how's all that going to play out? That's where everyone, you've got to just kind of put it all down on the ground and go, all right, I just know that there's a source greater than me, and this source is going to come with the answer for me, my own personal answer. And you're going to navigate it. You know, never in a million years did I think that we would have an opportunity to see how strong we were as in this particular way. I mean, that's just not something we fathomed about. We thought, we read about it in the history books, and we thought that that was history. But often we've been told, even from an astrology point of view, history tends to repeat itself, and we see the patterns, and we see these things coming back and back and back. And so what can we learn this time around? Well, we hope that we all do learn the lesson. And what are your questions? How is what's going on in this world impacting you? How is it slowing you up in your flow of life? I want to hear from you. If you're out there driving in your car on your way home or from work and you're heading somewhere and you have a question, you're at a crossroads, you need to have some guidance, call us at 888-565-1470. You know, this is a show where we want to meet everybody. And those of you on Facebook, we ask that you pop your question in the feed. We're going to be answering your questions. And of course, be so kind to share the message, share the page. We greatly appreciate that. And if we talk to you regularly, we want to leave these lines open because everyone's telling me, I try to get in and I can't get in. So we're going to ask that you, the callers, that you be kind, that You wait so that some of the people who haven't been able to get through, that they can get through first. Kind of have to allow other people to have a chance to make a connection, because this is about connecting with so many people across the country, so many people across the world, and guiding us all and letting everyone know that no matter where you reside in the country, throughout the world, we are connected by this single connection of divine light. And this divine light connection is what holds us all together. And that each one of us can make a difference, and that each one of us is always and continually connected. So we welcome you here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 96.9 and 103.9. We are answering your questions because tonight it's all about you. And wow, over 11 years we've been chatting it up, and I can't wait to talk to you. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Become a yoga teacher. Om Yoga and Wellness Studio's 200-hour online yoga teacher training program certifies you as a registered yoga teacher ready to teach from the moment you're done. Om Yoga and Wellness in West Palm Beach is a Yoga Alliance recognized school with a welcoming, down-to-earth attitude. For more information, visit omyogawellness.com or call 561-410-0162. Exclusive. SarahSpiritual listeners save $100. Om Yoga and Wellness. We are yoga.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Did you call me with your soul? Well, here we are on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we're answering your questions. And my mission is to get to as many callers tonight as possible, and we're freeing up the lines. Why am I freeing up the lines? Because I know that I get these letters, I get these messages on Facebook, I get them all over, that people are like, I want to get through on the phone lines. And we want to be open to be sure that everyone gets a chance here at 888-565-1470. You got a question, 2020 got you rattled, don't know what you're going to be doing next, feeling a little bit out of sorts. You got a question for Facebook, I want you to drop it in the feed. What's your question? And I want you to know that you are aligned with divine power and divine energy. And we are welcoming our new callers here at 888-565-1470. And I want to go to the phone lines, and then Facebook friends, pop on over, because we're going to be getting to your questions in just a moment. But I've got to go to Virginia, and I've got Lori on the line. Lori, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lori, and welcome to the show.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's a good time for you to expand yourself right now. It's a good time for you to step out of the box and give yourself some opportunities. I see the balance of life. They kind of give me a pyramid in front of me. And this pyramid in front of me represents God, career, and personal relationships. And we're working on finding that balance. What is your question for us tonight, Lori?
Yes. Very interesting you told me that, because you gave me almost that same answer not long ago. I had asked that this question I'm about to ask you on live that I'm about to ask you now. I've asked on live before. And my question, I know they all tie in together, but really, I guess my energy is really focused around career and finances. It's a very strong focus for me right now. I'm trying to get that figured out and get it on track.
Yes.
So that's my question for you today, what you see in that area.
And the best way to accomplish that focus for business is to make sure that we have our balance, yes? That we have enough personal time, personal connections.
Right.
And then we have our God connection.
So hard.
And interesting, now, I don't remember what I tell people, and it's, to me, it's just, they throw me, a person to talk to, and I don't know what's coming except for what Spirit tells me. So
that's why I thought that was pretty amazing.
Pretty interesting, because we know we need to be in this energy balance, and that pyramid really represents this balance. And what I love about the way they show it to me is that on the left corner, it's all green, and that represents the energy of this abundance that I see, show me the money, universe. And there's something of, there's something that comes for you as we close out this year that puts you in this more of a creative mood for career. Like, we've got to step out of something in routine, because there's something about your energy that makes me feel like you kind of go through a lot of routines for work. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so like
in
it's
a
almost
sense, yes.
Okay, because what they want you to do is kind of step out of the box, which I said in the very beginning. And I'm seeing this opportunity that when I move you into the month of February of 2021, I feel like you're on track for a new position, a new role. Is that something that you're shooting for? Because this is what I see.
Okay. I had a job interview today. I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time now, 10 years.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back out into the workforce as my youngest is heading to kindergarten in the fall. And, but I have a spiritual-based business endeavor that I've been trying to get off the ground for a couple of years.
Okay.
I've just had so much spiritual junk and a lot of old traumas I've been trying to clear out, because I always feel stuck. I have all the tools, and I start buying the things I need, and I start doing things that I need to do, but then I always get stuck and I get into this funk and this bad place. So I've been working really hard on trying to clear out all that negative stuff.
No wonder
and
they're
get
giving
myself
me
on track.
No wonder they give me that little pyramid with God at the top there, kind of shining this light down. There is abundance coming for you, and yes, you can go for an interview, but that may not suit you the best. But there is a new.
I feel that.
Yeah, they give me the word role. Okay, there's a new position, a role for you, and
that's crazy.
Stepping into a new role.
You just said what I was thinking in my head, because I've gotten that message through meditation so many times.
Yeah. And
stepping into a role.
A role. And it's like something that is an advancement. It's a change. It's definitely a change, from where you were prior to being a mom, and where you're going to be is totally different. Lori, I'm going to point two things out to you. I don't know if you're on our website, if you've subscribed to our email list, but there's a couple of things. Number one, on my website, SarahSpiritual, there's a process known as soul integration, and it is a process that is governed by Theo, the 12 archangels. Lori, often when we find ourselves stuck, there is an aspect of ourself that is trapped in the past, and that is creating the stagnation. We really have great success with that process. So check it out on the website, Soul Integration. And then in just less than a month, we're going to be launching our business class. And if you have a desire to build a spiritually based business and you don't want to get stuck, well, who better to show you than the person who's been doing it for a very long time, right? So we are teaching how to build any kind of business, because I have a business background, but our goal is to, of course, cater to a lot of our spiritual friends so that we can have our own way of generating revenue. Sometimes we overthink, overanalyze, and in your case, your emotions sometimes get in the way, and of course, those are linked to trauma. Those are linked to your trauma. But there is a great opening and awakening, and 2021 is that creativity. And there's nothing better than being creative in the flow of spirit, because spirit is creativity, yes?
Right.
So that's going to open up a powerful time for you.
Awesome.
All right.
Well,
Lori,
that sounds
great connecting with you. I do hope that we get to hear from you, and subscribe to our newsletter if you would. This way we have you in our system, and that will definitely help you build your value in the spiritual community. Thank you so much,
awesome.
Lori. I look forward to connecting with
much.
you. You're
was
welcome.
Fun.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We want to hear from you. We're answering your questions. We want to go to Facebook. Let's see who we've got going on in our Facebook feed. Tiffany Stone. Tiffany Stone says, when will my gifts come through? What more do I need to do? That tells me, Tiffany Stone, that you're doubting what you already know you've got. And you're not really ready to let it through because you're trying too hard. My darling, when you look at the energy and the power of your birthday and all that you are a powerhouse. And this year is a time for you to network and connect. There's great intuitive abilities with you. I see the Archangel Michael and the Archangel Raphael around you. There's strong healing energy around you, Tiffany Stone. And I do believe that if there's an awakening coming for anyone, it's really going to get shaked up and shook out coming into the month of November of 2020. So just relax, chill, pop on to SarahSpiritual.com. Perhaps you want to take some of our little classes to raise your vibration or to work on your chakras, or maybe a soul meditation that we're doing on the 20th of this month. That is the soul remembering. And that takes you right back to the reason why your soul said, hey, God, give me a job and send me down. So thank you, Tiffany Stone, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook. We've got Millie Sanchez. Hey, Millie Sanchez. Oh, she is unemployed. And she says, I need help. I'm selling my house. I'm unemployed. What am I going to do? What's the message? How can I handle this? Well, Millie Sanchez, the first thing that they make me aware of is that this is actually a good time for you to move. And I almost feel like Millie Sanchez is a slightly different feel, like there's a different part of where you live that you're going to go to. Maybe not the same town, a town or two over. I feel like this is a declutter and a release time for you. And I feel like this move is going to be the right change to make everything start to come to fruition. As far as employment, my spirit guides say, don't you worry, Millie Sanchez. There is going to be some work coming to you, and it doesn't seem to take you into the 2021 time. I do feel that before this year comes to a close, I know things have been very stressful for those of us who are having trouble getting right back on the wagon of employment. But for you, my dear, I do say that there's going to be an opportunity coming before the end of 2020. Patience, in this case, will be your virtue. But go ahead and put your house on the market. Just don't do much of anything as far as signing contracts in the month of October. That's going to be literally a little bit of a hot mess. So you can put it on before that. Otherwise, wait till November, Millie Sanchez, and let it roll, because the universe has some change and some positive recalibrations coming for you. Thank you so much, Millie Sanchez, for your Facebook question. We're going to pull one more from Facebook, and then we're going right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And if we haven't chatted before, we want to hear from you. Who else do we have? Well, we've got Denise. Baby wish came through. My son and daughter-in-law are expecting. So that's great news, Denise. So now she's trying. Is she trying? She's 8/11/78. Do you see a baby? Okay. So her daughter wants to have a baby. Denise, your daughter will have a baby. Let's not get the baby fever worries. Let's let I got the fever, the baby fever. There's babies coming for you. And so you're going to be a very busy grandma, Denise. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. And now we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Ann. Ann is in Boca. Ann, how are you? Hi, Ann.
Hello.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Ann. Good to make a connection with you.
You as well.
Ann, are you in the tub? What is going on over there?
No, I'm outside by the pool.
Oh, my God. I hear water bubbling, and I'm going...
Oh, you can hear that? That's so funny.
Girl, if I can hear voices in my head, I can assure you I can hear water bubbling. I'm like, okay, she's taking a bath and calling SarahSpiritual. This is a new one on me, but okay.
No, I don't know why my cell phone signal is not good in the house, so I said I'll come and sit by the pool.
Well, I hear the water splish, splash. I was taking a bath, talking to SarahSpiritual. No, so, all right, Annie. Welcome to the show. Is this our first time connecting here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, welcome. How did you hear about the show?
I actually was just in the car and was clicking through, and your station came up, and I said, "Oh, okay. There's so much. I'm in limbo in so many parts of my life, so let me call in."
Yeah. So you know why you're in limbo? One of the most important aspects for you right now is for you to take yourself and put yourself in the most creative aspects of life and lose yourself. For instance, lose yourself in nature. You are spending so much time in your head. You've had yourself spread way too thin. You have put other people before you. And now when you're ready to make a move, things are just kind of like frozen. It's like you look to the left. Nope, can't go there. Now, you're a resourceful chick. So what are you going to do? You're going to look to the right. You look to the right, and nothing's moving. So then you're going, okay, for sure, dead straight ahead. And you're stuck because I'm going to tell you that there's something coming for you that is going to be, and the word I hear is a game changer. There's something that comes in the way of an opportunity. Is there an entrepreneurial spirit with you, please? Because I see a lot of creativity in business and connections.
There is,
Yes.
and I've been like, it's always like, a matter of money, so I always hold off on things, and now I recently, all in the last 5 days, I'm closing on a house. I was just furloughed. I just, acquired an LLC name to lock in my name on SunBiz. So I just have so many things going on. I'm like, and I just don't know which way to go. And I'm freaking out about just everything.
Well, don't freak out because there's things coming that are going to be a game changer. And so you're going to start a business, you're going to promote yourself, and you're going to just trust the universe.
Okay.
You're going to trust the universe. There's an opportunity coming for you to connect and be creative. Does your business embrace your creativity? Yes, it does. Yes. And I'm not sitting there thinking you're stringing bracelets. I mean something creative, out of the box, something that utilizes your skill set. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, So I have something on the table as somewhat of a personal assistant to someone, which is so not. I'm always the person that does the corporate job with insurance and 401k benefits and all those kind of things. But the opportunity has presented itself, and I think it would be great because I think it'll open up the doors to other things.
Yes.
So then I also just did a Zoom call for going back into the healthcare field, and I'm leaving hospitality, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? So I'm like, I always want to do the safe job, but that's not me anymore. So I'm just I guess afraid of jumping in on the other end.
Well, let's erase the board for a minute. What is the worst that happens? You give it a whirl. You can always jump back into the healthcare field. The healthcare field is not going anywhere, baby. So you've got an opportunity. An opportunity to meet people and connect and think outside the box. But your LLC has nothing to do with this assistant job, correct?
No,
yes.
Not at all.
So that's where Spirit really wants you to put your energy. So if you're in the healthcare field, or if you're chugging along in your corporate 401k position, how are you ever going to have the energy and the creativity to do your LLC?
That's why it's been on the back burner.
Okay. So it's time for change. Time for change.
Got it.
And if you'd
Okay.
like some help in a personal session, I could greatly help you strategize how to juggle both. Have a
Okay.
physical center in West Palm Beach. You're welcome to come have a session in person, or you can do it on phone. And we also have
Okay.
classes, so we help people start their own side hustle gig. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you picked up the phone, followed the prompting, and we will chat again, I'm sure.
All right. Thank
you.
you.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go take a break for a minute. And then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines. And let's see what we've got going on. So we'll just go to commercial right now. There we go.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
Om Yoga and Wellness Studios in West Palm Beach offers classes for beginners to experts. Yoga aligns you with your inner peace, balances your energy, reduces stress, and promotes a sense of well-being. Om Yoga and Wellness is a Yoga Alliance recognized school with a welcoming, down-to-earth attitude. Learn more at omyogawellness.com or call 561-410-0162. Mention Sarah Spiritual and save 50% on your first class. Om Yoga and Wellness. We are yoga.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? SarahSpiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can also visit www.SarahSpiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 96.9 and 103.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation. Tonight, it's all about you. we've got some great things coming up. If you want to join us online on Thursday, August 20th, I can't believe we're talking about the 20th of August, I have a soul remembering meditation class. Do you want to know what your soul came here to accomplish? Do you want to be in tune with your higher self? Well, that's the class for you. I do hope you join me Thursday night. That class is only $9, and it is available online. Go to SarahSpiritual.com. If you're watching us on Facebook, it is right popping up right there in the feed. And then we have another class coming up, Raise Your Vibration, Change Your Life. You want to make a shift in your life, you need to know how to keep your vibration high. And it's a time for you to be in alignment. So we've got a class on August 25th. That is online as well, and that class is only $11. I do hope you join us, because that has to be one of my most popular and exciting classes. We've taught it all across the nation, actually. We've traveled and brought it to different venues, because we believe that once you learn how to master your vibration, your whole life can go through a major shift and bring you the joy and the fulfillment that you desire. August 25th, love to see you. And then September 1st, well, we know what I'm doing on September 1st. We're talking chakras. You got a bunch of energy centers running up and down your body, and we need to get them chimed in and tuned in to the great source. And we got to get you balanced out, and we want you to learn how to keep yourself in alignment and how to actually assist yourself in having divine health by keeping your chakras balanced and aligned. So we're going to be opening up your chakras. We're going to be discovering some of your gifts and talents. I do hope you join us for our chakra class. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And I've got to go to West Palm Beach. I've got Desiree on the line. Desiree, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Have we chatted before here online on the show?
Not on this show, but on Facebook. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad
and we did a personal session.
Oh, good. And did you come into the center for that?
No.
You're on the phone?
We talked over the phone. Yeah, right. And we also did. I took one of your classes, the candle lighting class, which I loved.
Great.
love.
Great. Well, I hope to see you in class again. Desiree, how can we assist you tonight?
Well, Sarah, I'm.
Where do I begin?
Yeah, I want to cry.
It's okay.
I just, I lost my job. I'm in a time where I'm actually taking control of my life, but I have a question, I guess, and it has to do with love.
Okay.
And you already told me where I'm going. I just have one question about a specific person.
Okay.
His name is Brian Perez.
All right, don't say his last name on national radio. Good Lord, woman.
Sorry. Is this live?
Of course it is, sweetheart.
Oops.
All of South Florida just heard that poor man say, okay, erase the last name. I got it. What's his birthday?
November 30th.
Okay.
Lock myself in the room.
So what we have here is someone who's going through a lot of changes this year. The world is shaking him up. This year is actually a year of some challenges, some change, and he really needs to redefine himself. So I feel like he's a little more stressed than he normally is. What is your question regarding this gentleman?
Is he someone that you see me with?
Well, let's go into his character, shall we? So here's somebody who is getting toppled on his head right about now through the end of 2020 because he's got to get himself in a good place. I don't feel like he's where he needs to be nor he wants to be. And I feel as if when I take him back to, I've got to go back to about 2015, he went through a major change then as well. And this is part of the aftermath. I don't know what you know about him personally, but in 2015, he went through a major change. And so now he's still putting himself back together from that experience. So when I move him in this energy, I see someone who is kind-hearted, strong-willed, but I get the sense that he's not really ready for what you're ready for or what you think you're ready for. There's the question. You want someone to show up for you and be emotionally available and for you to have a relationship. However, that's not where he is right now, you see? But you want someone that you can count on. Here's
Yeah.
someone that you cannot chase. Do not chase him. He needs to chase you.
Okay.
Don't
I see
come
that.
in too strong, because then he will figure that he won't have his freedom. Because this is a man who is a very free spirit.
Yes, he is.
Okay. And in this freedom, I don't know that he's going to show up enough and consistently for you, but you can learn about him. Spirit is never going to tell someone not to do something unless it's totally detrimental, because everyone who comes in our path has a reason, a purpose, even those that aren't completely realized in the way we'd like it to be. But I understand he's charismatic, he's charming, he's got something about him. But the something about him is something that's similar to what you've already experienced, emotionally unavailable. So you probably already know your answer, but for whatever reason, he's intriguing you. So let's just see what he shows you. But I wouldn't plan a wedding. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not trying to make you cry. I just want you to know that right now, he's not anywhere near that. And I know you don't know each other that well from that perspective, but
No.
I don't want you to get excited about all these things that you're imagining when he's still trying to figure himself out. And he may pick up and go and leave the state and go somewhere else for a year and come back. Like, this is the personality of this person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
actually I'm writing a book, so next year, and it'll launch, and I know that I have that one question. So, do you see anything good about happening in that sense?
Well, when I look at the energy here for you, the most important thing is that this year is about you laying the groundwork for your career. So anything and everything you can do for your career, your finances, your launching of a book, this is all very important things to do. So your focus should be there, not on some guy named Brian. Okay?
You sound like Mom. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm just quoting spirit. So if I got the great mother spirit up there chatting it up, then that's what you got, honey. So just trust that everything's falling into place. Enjoy him. He's a great person. It's a great connection, but it's not a connection that's going to stand the test of time at this moment. And you've got better things to do.
Exactly. I'm
All
going to
right.
work on me.
Thank
Got
you
it.
so much. Thank you so much,
Sarah.
All
You're
right.
amazing.
Thank you.
And I love talking
Love
with
talking to you. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're welcoming your phone calls here all across the nation. I've got to go to Facebook. Let's see who we've got on Facebook. We've got Jacqueline Collins. She says, hey, I made a move in my job. Was it a good move? Is my abundance as close as I feel it is? And, well, Jacqueline, first we want to say happy birthday, because tomorrow is Jacqueline's birthday. So we wish you great love on your birthday. And, you know, I truly hold the space for you to have all your dreams come true, especially in this year, because this year is really representing for you diving into your soul and making the choices that make you feel connected and good. And yes, I feel like this move in work was a good work move. There's a good role for you, and I feel like there's opportunity to grow. And you needed to make a change, because once you change one thing, suddenly everything else begins to get ready to change. So Jacqueline Cullen, thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to pull another one from Facebook. We're going to YouTube, and we got Marlette, and she says, okay, we just moved from West Palm Beach to Ormond Beach, and we're very happy. We feel blessed. What do you see for both of us for the rest of 2020? And she says, thank you. She loves the show. So thank you, first of all, Marlette, for watching us here on YouTube. Great to have you following the show. And, you know, at the move, first of all, let's take a look at the move for you. This move here represents you stepping into self-care, self-love, this divine energy of connection, and a simpler, easier life for yourself. And for your husband, this is also going to bring him this energy of his taking care of himself and self-love. I see for both of you peace. I see tranquility. I see this beautiful energy of financial wellness as well. And I also feel as if there's some business opportunity that comes either for one of you or both of you may work together on putting something together in the line of something related to business. So maybe there's a project that you work on together that generates revenue, or you come up with a business plan. So there's something good coming for you both financially as we spin out of this 2020. And of course, we're going to ask, and I ask this for everyone from the angels every day, that we are all surrounded by divine health and we all remain healthy. So we see health around you both as well. Thank you, Merlet, for your watching us on YouTube and your question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Monica. Monica, she's in Boca. Monica, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great. And Monica, have we spoken before here on air?
No.
Okay. Well, welcome. How did you hear about us?
I listened some of the financial shows before yours on this station.
Wonderful. And so you went from finances to spirituality, which is, you know what, all a frequency and it's all numbers in the end. So it's all good here. So, Monica, how can we assist you?
Funny, talking about financials. I have a 9-to-5 job, pretty secure. And it's like a kind of job that people retire from. So at this point, since I'm already going to be 50 next year, I don't know if I should make any moves or just I had this crazy idea to probably start day trading, little investments on the side, because financially I'm not where I would like to be.
Yes. Well, first of all, at this juncture, with this much time in a job that people can retire with, it's best to, for now, in these unsteady times in the economy, to keeping on and sustain that. And I don't say that from a place of fear, Monica. I say it because that's also what's best for your personality, because you kind of like things very steady. But I also know that you are a born leader. You're very intuitive. You have great instincts when it comes to what people can and cannot do, what's the right thing for them. You just have a good knowing with that. And that intuition for you is going to prove to be very fruitful and financially blessed when you apply it to day trading. And as you know, you can start simple and small and get the hang of it as you go ahead and build. And in today's day, we all need to do something else on the side. Now, this is not a financial prediction, but we do know that some things are getting ready to be a roller coaster. So wherever you pick in your day trading, you're going to want to make sure that you keep a good eye on what's going on, which I'm sure with the right people, you will be trained to do that. Monica, it's a great idea. Do I see you staying at your job for a long period of time? That makes me say, no, I don't. But I feel like it's a safe place for you now until you prepare to reinvent yourself. This year represents for you this 2020 till your birthday. So we just passed this year's birthday. As we go from this year's birthday to 2021, this year for you, Monica, represents you stepping into your own personal power, your independence, your self-care, and your self-love. And when I see this and I feel this, I feel as if you're making the right steps to be a strong supporter of you, believe in yourself, and bring about the shifts that you desire.
Wow. Well, that's very encouraging. Thank you so much for your words, kind words.
You're welcome. You're on track. You're on track. Just for now, as far as the JOB, keep keeping on for right now. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you so much, Monica. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to pull a question from Facebook. Let's see who we've got going on here in our Facebook feed. Lourdes Fernandez. She says, hey, is there a good possibility of my ex and me getting back together soon? And we've got some birthdays here. So let me kind of take a look here and see what's going on for Miss Lourdes Fernandez. You know, I will tell you this, that if your ex was ever in a better place to be open and receptive for love and to be in a good place of self-care and self-love for himself, this is an important time for him for unconditional love. And is it a good possibility? You know, my spirit guides always make me feel as if going back is not usually a good idea. But I do feel that the both of you got interrupted in the relationship and things kind of went south really fast. And there's some unfinished business between the two of you. And when I look at this time for you, this is a great time for making connections and speaking your truth. Lourdes Fernandez, let's take some baby steps towards the rekindling of this connection with our ex. And then let's see how we can move ourselves forward in the best possible way of unconditional love and see if we can break some of the past patterns of our previous connection with this person. Thank you so much, Lourdes Fernandez. We're going to give you a green light with a flash in yellow, which means baby steps, my friend. Thanks for now. 888-565-1470. We would love to hear from you. And we're going to go to Sandra. And Sandra is in Miramar. Sandra, how are you doing tonight? Hi, Sandra.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Sandra. Good to talk to you. And Sandra, what's your question for us tonight?
And my question is my career. I just passed my license for mental health counselor, and I want to branch out, and I don't know where's it going after this.
Okay, let's take a look and see what we have here. So, and you branched out and you passed the mental health counselor, but there's some hard work we've got ahead of us, right? There's a certain amount of things we have to do to really be officially a mental health counselor now. Is that correct?
No, just at this point, it's just the application. I passed the last hurdle, which was the test.
Okay. But do we have to put in a certain amount of hours that are supervised or something?
Done. I've
Good.
done that as well, yeah.
Perfect, perfect. For you, it's about connecting yourself with the right organization or group of people that can feed you while you build your skill set and your connections with people. So you get fed the right individuals for you to counsel. So it's aligning yourself with an organization that is going to provide you with people so that you have a business to build. You would basically be, I guess, an independent contractor under their umbrella, correct?
Correct, and I want to branch out on my own as well.
And
like I want to do my own thing.
And you will.
That's what I want to do.
This year is your year to get under someone else's umbrella. It'll keep you from the rain, and in case we got a stormy day, at least someone's feeding you. And you don't have to worry about marketing and promoting yourself and building enough relationships to sustain yourself. But then, my dear, when I spin you into the 2022 year, which is about less than a year and a half away, you are free, baby. Then you're on your own.
That's what I want.
So that's how I see it. So we want to set our intention and hold the vision. We're going to be under someone else's umbrella, stay in from the rain for a bit, and then you're going to step out on your own, and you'll have the confidence, the momentum, and a skill set in an area that you want to specialize in that will assist you in making the right attraction to the right clients, and there'll be a great synergy for you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Sandra, is this your first time calling the show?
Yes, I always see you on live on Facebook.
Great. Well, I'm glad that we're able to connect here on the airwaves. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, and stay safe.
You
Blessings.
too. You as well. Keep us posted. Bye for now.
All right. I will. Bye.
888-565-1470. We got callers all across the nation. We've got callers all across the world. We even have a caller calling in from Indonesia, or Louisiana, or wherever. I don't know what we got going on here, but we've got people everywhere. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going all across the globe. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. You know we're going to be right back.
There's a light
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The sun begins to set and close out the day, and the moon begins to rise. It says hello as the sun says goodbye. The birds ride the wind and nowhere there to go. They're just cruising by, singing a song or two for you and I. The ocean meets the sand and whispers to it too, come dance with me and lose yourself deep in the sea. Oh, the world, it works so beautifully together. Oh, the world, it seems in harmony. Why can't you and I live together in harmony? The butterfly emerges from deep within the cocoon. It was hiding for a while, getting ready to show its beauty and change. The winds begin to blow and dance with the trees and twirl the leaves around as they dance in the sunlight. The rain, it begins to fall and everything washes off, all shiny and new, just like me and you. We were once born, the world is there together as one. The world is there together in harmony. Why can't we live together and understand who we are? Why do wars make us better when we feel like we are hurt? Why can't we love one another and give it all a chance to dance? The world, it flows so beautifully. It dances with the planets and the stars light the way, and the universe says, you are one with me. Why can't and we learn to love everyone. Oh, the world is in harmony if we follow the sun and moon and stars in the universe and dance as one in harmony, in harmony, you and me.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, call in and watch SarahSpiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
There's a light, there's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens.
Yes, indeed, there is a light right here on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 96.9 and 103.9. And we're answering your questions right here all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Kaylin, and she's in New York. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right based on what I'm seeing on my board. Hello, you're on live with Sarah Spiritual. Hello? Kaylee in New York? Okay, we're going to check and see what's going on with Kaylee. And from Kaylee, we are going to go to Brooke in Louisiana. Brooke, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Sarah.
Good to connect with you, Brooke. And what's your question for us?
Oh, a lot of good things are happening and a lot of bad things are happening. I mean, mostly, like, my job has been doing great.
Good.
But, yes, my job's been doing great. And my relationship with my father has gone sour. And everything's just not coming into place the way it should. There's just arguing and fighting and just too much of, like, back and forth between my folks. I know I want to have a life of my own. I do, but they're very protective of me, so it's just back and forth. So it's very hard, and I don't know
if
I'm going to get that life.
You're ready to fly. You're ready to spread your wings, and they've got your wings clipped, and you're flying around the living room going, "Let me out," pretty much.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Especially when you have no car that works.
Right. But that's the reason why we're excited that work is going well. As we build momentum and we learn to budget our money, we can save, we can create a better financial picture. And in this better financial picture, you can develop your independence. and
Exactly.
you won't be at their beck and call and their rules and regulations. So for now, and I understand this is difficult because you're a grown woman and you want to live your life as a woman, but at this moment, you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So we can focus on the fact that we're stuck and that we're at a disconnect with our parents and there's a lot of angst and anxiety going on. Or we can focus on the fact that we are grown adults, that we do have power over our choices, and that we are creating a new future for ourselves and we can move ourselves in the direction of what we desire. But when you focus on what you got and what you got ain't what you want, you're going to get stuck in a hole. And that pretty much is where you are. You've come a long way. You're much more centered. You're attracting what you want a bit more. You've got to trust the universe is lining you up at the perfect time. And a lot of this all comes to a close in 2021. So, to be stuck in the house with your parents right now during a very weird time and a health crisis, it's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Find
It's
the
just
gratitude in the moment, because in this moment, so many people are feeling out of control, fearful, and they're being overprotective. There's a lot going on. Yes?
Yes, there is a lot going on.
Yes.
By the way, my dad lives in Kentucky, so it's just me and my mom. It's
Okay.
just like a back and forth thing, and so I don't know.
Well, that's
He's
even better.
there.
So listen to me. Then we minimize conversation with said father. And said father can just get himself together. And you and your mom do your best during a difficult time.
Mhm.
Okay? And as long as you're treating your father with respect, and as long as you're respecting yourself in the process, there's nothing to worry about. Come from a place of love, and when he's coming from a place of a lion who's roaring because he stubbed his paw, then guess what, honey? We're going to be like, thanks so much, Dad, but I got to go now. Hope you're feeling a little better. Bye. Love you. And hang up the phone. Get yourself out of the conflict. You're allowing him to get under your skin and under your mom's skin, and it's like this circle going on. You've got more power, Brooke, than you realize, and how you act and react and how you can kind of bring something to a close so it doesn't escalate. All right?
Mhm. All right, I see, and I get it.
Good, my dear. Thank you so much for calling. I'm glad we reconnected here, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Me too. Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We want to hear from you all across the nation, and I've got to go right back to Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on in Facebook. We've got Love Fig. I love figs too, but let's see what's going on with Love Fig. Love Fig says, hi, Sarah. I am no longer happy where I'm at. Well, that's not a very sign, but let's see. Do my guides have any advice to leave the relationship, or do they see it somehow working? So let's take a look, first of all, Love Fig. Happiness is key here, but I also see that last year was a kind of a challenging year for the relationship, and it's only been getting worse, as Spirit says. So there seems to be more of a divide, and you have outgrown your partner, and you have evolved spiritually, and they are just kind of not vibrating at the same frequency with you. So just your guides have any advice? Your guides have the advice of do not continue to do something and be trapped in a place and in a way with a person that we are not happy. But the only thing we have is our joy and our happiness and our ability to live a fulfilled life in the moment of now. And in the moment of now, you have the power to shift and change at a time that's divinely timed for you. If you ask your angels and guides to assist you to make this transition, the doors will open and you will have a perfect opportunity under kindness and love to exit the relationship and begin a new life. If you are not happy and the partner is not acknowledging this, then it is time for you, because only you can make yourself happy. Thank you so much, Love Fig, for this question, and keep us posted in the feed how all this is playing out, and thank you so much for following us on Facebook. Who else do we have here? Alicia Keys. Well, Alicia Keys, how you doing tonight? We've got What Does Spirit Have for Me? First of all, Alicia Keys, I want you to focus on branding business, building business, growing business, financial wellness. These are the things that they're bringing forth for you. And they also give me this wonderful opportunity for you to work with someone else on a project that may be beneficial in a financial way for you. So I feel like there's a business idea, something you've been talking with someone about, or something that's just kind of getting started. So don't poo-poo that. See where this can take you as well, Alicia Keys. And Alicia, I also want you to know that the most beautiful gift of heartfelt love is all around you. So enjoy the energy of love, because love is the fullest and best power on the universe. Thank you so much, Alicia Keys, for your Facebook question. Spirit wants you to focus on career and money, my dear. Who else do we have on Facebook before we go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470? Helena Paula. She says, hey, she lost her job in June. Spirit, have any messages? Her daughter lost her job in June, and her daughter lives in Poland. So thank you, Helena Paula, for your question on behalf of your daughter. And, you know, I understand that right now your daughter's going to be on a break from work, and I do not see her returning to work until the November, December time. I feel like there's a slow up here, and I feel like she will be without work for a period of time. It's going to take us to the November, December time. But then after that, your daughter is very well balanced, very strong. She will be able to attract a new opportunity. Send her some energy, send her some love, and pray for her, Helena Paula, because I do see work will come to her. These are challenging times for a lot of us, but we all need to step into our own ability to trust that God has our back. Thanks, Helena Paula, for your Facebook question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to New York, New York, and I got Kamini on the line. Kamini, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kamini. Good to hear your voice. And how are things going in New York?
New York is actually doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what they tell us down here in South Florida, but whatever. Oh. Kamini, how can I help you tonight?
Just wanted to know, does Spirit see any job opportunities coming along my way soon? And I've been trying to communicate with, like, my angels. Are they around me?
Your angels are always around you. You're just having difficulty connecting with them and feeling them, okay?
Yeah.
So you're not getting confirmation that you're connecting, but I tell you that they're there. I see around you, your guardian angel stands very much forward to be near you. And they also tell me that they kind of go like this. So they make me feel like you've been crying. Have you been sad over something, please, or worried?
Yeah, I've been really sad.
You've been really sad because they're showing me tears, right? So they're like, tell her not to cry. Tell her to stop crying, right? Because when you're crying, you kind of pinch off the energy and they can't quite get to you, right? So I want you to just relax. We do have a class that we did teach on SarahSpiritual.com about how to connect with your angels. I think the class is only $9.99. You might want to go online and download it, because this might be what you need so that you can make the connection and then have evidence that you made the connection. Your guardian angels are very much around you. I know you're feeling stuck. I know you're feeling powerless. I know you're feeling as if relationship and things just aren't where you want to be. And at this juncture in your life, and you're going at this age, because suddenly you're like worried about how old you are. I don't know why that is. But as you're in this energy community, the first thing they make me aware of is that you have to find the joy in who you are and the fact that you are worthy of love, and that love will find you in the best time. If you do not receive all that you desire in your current primary relationship, just trust that God has got your back, and there's no reason for you to cry anymore. Okay. Thank you so much, Kamini. I know you've been following the show for a while, so thank you so much for following the show. Greatly appreciate it.
Anything with jobs, or no, not yet?
Not yet. Holding pattern on that one. Holding pattern on that.
Okay.
Look towards the end of September is kind of the window for me.
Oh, end of September. Okay.
Yeah.
I need some type of hope. Thank you.
Oh, you've got girl. You got angels. That's more hope than you could ever imagine. So just trust that. Thanks to me, Kamini. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. 888-565-1470, and we're gonna go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Tallahassee. I got Diane on the line. Diane, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Sarah. How are you?
I'm great. Is this our first time connecting, Diane?
No, I've actually gone to your business and had a few readings with you in the past.
Oh, wonderful. Well, good to make a connection with you, my dear, again. And so, what's your question for us tonight?
I have a friend that I've been staying with and helping out. She's elderly.
Yes.
And she said, you know, if something were to happen to her, she would let me take over her home. You know, it's a mobile home where she lived. And right now she's in the hospital with COVID.
Oh, no.
So I have two questions. Am I going to be able to get her house? And did I catch COVID from her?
Wow. Let's see here. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose that. So, and do you live in the same house with her?
I was living in the same house, but I wore my gloves, and I used my Germ-X, and I washed my hands 100 million times a day.
And you wore your mask, yes?
I didn't wear my mask when I was taking her to the doctors and stuff.
Did she wear a mask?
She was getting mad. No, she didn't.
Okay.
She didn't even believe in this coronavirus, to be honest with you.
Okay. That's not...
But I mean, I wear a mask wherever I go. Every other place I go, I had always worn a mask, and I got Germ-X in my car.
Yeah, let's
take a look. And I was constantly washing my hands.
Well, I don't see that she has anything in order so that if something were to happen to her, that it would be recorded that you could be in her house. So that seems like nothing's been done in that direction. And what she said, but you have no way of proving that, yes?
Uh-huh. Well, her niece knows it, and her financial advisor knows it.
Okay, but everybody says that. They say that now until something happens, and then it's, well, never mind. People get a little crazy. So what we want to do is see if we can if that is truly her wish and her desire without you pushing her, then that could be. And, you know, I do feel she has some health concerns here, so this makes me concerned. I feel like you're relatively strong. I can't say beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're going to be fine and not be affected by this in some fashion, but Spirit shows me strong. So in the end, you're going to be okay. I feel like she has some critical health conditions, and this proves that it could be problematic. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that we send healing energy and our prayers for, because there's quite a few people who have major health problems, and they do recover. It's just not everybody has the same story. So, Diane, I want you to send her this divine healing energy, and you've got a lot of healing energy, and you care for people and animals. Is that correct, Diane? Why do I see a lot of animals around you?
I love animals.
Okay. Like St. Francis kind of love animals. Like, I got that energy all over you. So that's a powerful tool that you have. So you have the power to heal and transform and give tremendous, tremendous unconditional love, which is beautiful, Diane. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, and my dog just passed away 3 months ago, so I'm still dealing with that.
Well, you know, the animals are always with us and always connected to you, Diane. So I want you to just trust that experience, all right, that he will connect with you, all right?
Okay. And what do you recommend as far as the other situation with you know, getting, if something were to happen to her, if she had to go to a nursing home or something?
Well, you have to talk to her, honey. You have to talk to her.
Well, she told me that. She's been telling me that for 3 years, and I have spoken to her niece because she was afraid she was going to die. She's 88 years old.
Right.
And
so we need to talk to someone and say, is it in writing? Right? We got to find out if it's in writing.
Right.
If it's not in writing, I can't promise you they're going to honor it.
Okay.
You know, everyone's all nice and fine, but when they're divvying things up, suddenly people get crazy.
Right.
Even if it's just a few $1,000s, they get crazy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's a conversation to be had, but let's just pray that she's fine so that you can have a comfortable conversation about it, all right? Well, thank you, Diane, for staying in touch with us, following the show, and visiting me at my center. Greatly appreciate that, and thank you for touching base. So sorry about your dog.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. You have a nice evening.
You do the same. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. If you'd like to visit me at my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center, I would love to see you live in person in West Palm Beach. So we welcome you at our center. It is a full store filled with products that are to help you along your spiritual path. We have crystals, we have books, We have incense, we have statues, we have fairies, we've got jewelry, we've got quite a selection, and quite a few great selections of spiritually crafted items that I create for all of you. Mists and wonderful energy of baths, and we have candles, so many things that we create right there at the center. So I'd love to see you. And of course, we've got our famous money oil. Show me the money, Jerry Maguire. Well, our money oil helps you win money, keep money, hold money. It's got some power. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And of course, we're going to visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube. So stay with us, everyone. Don't you go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Om Yoga and Wellness Studios in West Palm Beach offers classes for beginners to experts. Yoga aligns you with your inner peace, balances your energy, reduces stress, and promotes a sense of well-being. Om Yoga and Wellness is a Yoga Alliance recognized school with a welcoming, down-to-earth attitude. Learn more at omyogawellness.com or call 561-410-0162. Mention Sarah Spiritual and save 50% on your first class. Om Yoga and Wellness. We are yoga.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? SarahSpiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can also visit www.SarahSpiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Standing in the room
here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we are answering your questions all across the nation. And we're answering your questions on Facebook. We've got a couple of people who are asking some questions on Facebook. So if we haven't gotten to your question, just repeat the question so we can pop on and grab it. Because I know we lose some in the constant feed here. But we're going to go to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. And we've got Joey on the line. Joey, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Sarah. Keeping pretty optimistic about my business and everything else.
Wonderful, Joey. So what's your question for us this evening?
Oh, the usual. How am I going to get rid of this tenant? I think she's ready.
You think she's ready and she still hasn't paid?
No, she hasn't paid. I went to file an eviction and I backed up because she offered less money, and I said, go ahead and save your money for your next place, which was that was her last email.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a lot of obstacles while I was posting the eviction, so I kind of like I said, maybe it's not meant to be. I felt like she was going to go on her own.
Well, that's a bit of a challenge, though, because I feel like the communication between the two of you hasn't been as it should. I don't feel like she's kept you in the loop. So that was very kind of you to say, hey, save your money. But a deadline is necessary for you, that she has to be out by a certain day.
Well, basically, I went ahead and said to her that she can, in September, she can pay the rent or go. And I put up an eviction notice on her door.
Okay.
So her response was that she could only pay, because she found a part-time job, about $100 less.
Mm-hmm.
If not, she would take her money and find another place so that she could pay for that.
But taking her money and finding another place could take some time, and you could have her camped out till November.
Okay.
You understand?
I backed out of wasting the time right now to
file the eviction. Yeah, which I don't think you can't really do much with it right now, given the moratorium that I think is in place. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, really, everything is fine. The only tension that I've got is I'm trying to figure out, am I going to be able to get rid of this woman? I mean,
my concern is that she's going to be there till November, so that's why we need to make sure she finds a place. Otherwise, she's going to have to pay you. Very nice of you to say, hey, I would, keep the money because you're going to need it, because if you're not paying and you can't pay the full amount, then you need to go. I don't know that that's not enough of a motivator to look for her right now, okay? Because she's known this is coming, and I don't know that she can find something much less than what she's paying you.
The only thing that I feel is that she could go back to her boyfriend, who's going to help her husband. So
she doesn't really want to be there, Joey.
She doesn't what?
She doesn't really want to be there.
Okay.
So,
all right, so
I mean, they could, but you've sent an email. You're going to let it sit.
No, I sent an email. I'm going to let it sit because I already put the notice on her door.
Yeah.
I was guided by these, advised by some lawyers.
Yeah.
But then when I went to do the eviction, they told me we really cannot do anything. I made some mistakes in the eviction, so I said, okay, let me hold back. I've got the money.
Right.
So let me not put the money in the court yet
Exactly.
until we see what happens at the end of the month.
Right. Yes. So you're going to sit tight. You're going to sit tight to August 28th, and then you're going to touch base and see what she's got going on, okay?
I guess I'll go make touch towards like the end of the month or so and see if I can get out.
Yeah, Spirit says the 28th.
I mean, what she's saying is she'll pay me the money, or she will take the money towards some other lodge.
Okay. Well, we can't count on her to pay. This is the issue here. So
I'm not planning on her to pay anymore. I don't trust her anymore.
No. So that's why I'm saying you cannot count on her. Spirit says you wait till the 28th, and on the 28th of August, we address this matter again. So for now, we're going to let it sit for 2 weeks.
All right. I trust God is taking care of it. Things can change.
God will take care of everything. All right, Joey, thank you so much. Thank you. I regret you're going through this, but I just trust everything will work out perfectly. Thank you, Joey. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Facebook. We've got some great questions popping up on Facebook, and we're going to open up the phone lines to talk to you right here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we've got Ashley D'Agostino. And she says, hi, Sarah. And then she says, for Kika. So let's see, Ashley D'Agostino, what we've got going on here. So I believe that here we've got... So, Ashley, I believe we're giving this message for Kika. And what I see here is that for Kika, I see here that Kika has this energy of this fresh start, new beginning. A reinvention for Kika is what I'm seeing. So I want you to trust that Kika is going to have this nice grand opening. I don't know if that's a nickname for you or Kika is an individual, a different individual, but Ashley D'Agostino, just know that there's a new beginning, a fresh start for Kika. Thank you so much for this question. Who else do we have here? Baby Cakes Love. Baby Cakes Love says to us right here on our Facebook feed, Sarah, bless you, please. What's the message that Spirit has for me? Well, Baby Cakes Love, right now, networking and connection is going to be really important for you to move yourself forward in your financial wellness. And as you move yourself in the energy of finances, they want you to make connections with people who are going to take you to the next level. And they're throwing in some creativity, which makes me feel as if Baby Cakes Love, there's a lot of creativity with you and around you. And that creativity, Baby Cakes Love, is going to be the opportunity that you need to move yourself forward in your desire of fulfilled living. Thank you, Baby Cakes Love, for your Facebook question. And we're answering questions on Facebook and YouTube and right here on the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And we're going to take another question from Facebook. And we've got Sandy Raymond. Sandy Raymond says, please give me a message. Well, Sandy Raymond, I do believe we just talked to you live on the phone lines because I recognize the birthday. So, Sandy, we've already connected on our phone line. So thank you so much for following us on Facebook. And we're going to pull another question from Facebook. We've got Marty Allen. Marty Allen says, do I have spiritual gifts, Sarah? If so, what is the best way to learn how to learn to use them respectfully and safely? Marty Allen, ding, ding, ding. That's the $1 million question. Because, Marty, when we do tap into our spiritual gifts, which everyone has spiritual gifts, and the sacred 7 gifts are diversified to everyone, and everyone has the ability to tap in and tune into their spiritual gifts. But the best way to learn how to use them is to spend time in prayer and meditation, and to have God and the universe and the angels guide you into the energy of what you really desire to have for your life, and asking them to open up your eyes so that you can see clearly, for you to be able to hear clearly, for you to have the heart that is warm and loving and unconditional, for you to have the wisdom and the ability to heal within yourself and others. And as you pray for these awakenings of your gifts, the one that is most prominent and the one that is the gift that is uniquely given to you will become more and more evident. And how do you use them and stay protected? Well, Marty Allen, the best way to do that is for you to hold sacred space and always keep yourself protected with the energy of Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael will keep you surrounded by light so that you are always protected. Thank you, Marty Allen, for a really spectacular question. We're going to pull one more question from Facebook. Lakeisha Gardner-Thomas. Lakeisha Gardner-Thomas says, my heart was crushed for the umpteenth time by Earl. Well, Earl, we know someone's not too happy with you. And is it time to let go? I'm not feeling any equal give and take. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If you're feeling crushed and Earl is not honoring you, Lakeisha Gardner-Thomas, and you have a desire for divine partnership, a fulfilled connection of love, then my suggestion to you, Lakeisha Gardner-Thomas, is to follow your heart and love yourself more than you could ever love Earl. Because if Earl's not giving you the love that you desire in return, then what's most important to you is that you honor you. And there's no reason to set yourself up for disappointment, because you are worthy of divine connection with someone who's going to honor you, love you, and respect you. Thank you, Lakeisha Garner, for your Facebook question. We're going to pull another question from Facebook, and we're welcoming your calls at 888-565-1470. And who else do we have here in the lines? We've got Karen Morton. She says, Sarah, is there anything that you can tell me that's going to be a prediction for my future? Well, Karen, essentially, you're making your own future because you have free will. But let's give us a little insight and kind of show you what I see coming down the road. So the first thing that they make me aware of is that this year is a really important year for you to expand. Expansion of who you are, your connectivity is really important, your spiritual wellness, and your ability and capacity to love. I'm actually feeling that this year will give you an opportunity to give you a leg up, a jump up, Karen Martin, that gives you advancement for your career, for work. So I see a promotion, advancement coming to you, and this is something that unfolds as this year continues to slowly move forward. And then we begin to bring forth to you this new opportunity. Karen Morton, just trust yourself. You've got a lot of great power around you, and you are continually blessed. Thank you for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I've got to go right back to our phone lines at 888-565-1470. All right? Let's take a minute to hear from our commercial break. Thank you so much.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every song.
Become a yoga teacher. Om Yoga and Wellness Studio's 200-hour online yoga teacher training program certifies you as a registered yoga teacher ready to teach from the moment you're done. Om Yoga and Wellness in West Palm Beach is a Yoga Alliance recognized school with a welcoming, down-to-earth attitude. For more information, visit omyogawellness.com or call 561-410-0162. Exclusive, SarahSpiritual listeners save $100. Om Yoga and Wellness. We are yoga.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? SarahSpiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can also visit www.SarahSpiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or SarahSpiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call SarahSpiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message SarahSpiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
And we're back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 96.9 and 103.9. And we are answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And this is our 458th live show. So thank you, everyone who's been following the show for over 11 years. So glad to be connected to all of you. And we've got some things coming up. And so we want to let you know that if you want to tune into your soul and you want to remember the reason why you chose to come to planet Earth, I sure hope you join me on the 20th of August for our Soul Remembering Meditation and class. Let's tune in and see that higher self and see what your mission is here on planet Earth. So we would love to have you join us for this live online meditation that we'll be doing together on the 20th of August, and it is only $9. And then the following week, we've got on August 25th, I've got to raise your vibration, shift your life. If you keep your vibration high, then you become a magnet for greatness. So I do hope that you join us at that class, and that class is only $11. And then on September 1st, we've got chakra class. We got to get your chakras in order, don't we? So this is your time to tune up those chakras, be in balance, be in alignment, and truly set your body free. So we welcome you at this class, and that too is only $11 on September 1st. To learn more about these classes or a personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, you can go to SarahSpiritual.com, SarahSpiritual.com. Spiritual.com. I look forward to connecting with you. But speaking of connecting with you, I've got to get on the phone lines. My phone lines are jamming up at 888-565-1470, and I want to get to as many questions as possible. So we're going to go to Delaware. I've got Felicia on the line. Felicia, how are you doing?
Hi, Sarah.
Good to connect with you, Felicia. How are you?
Good, good. I was wondering if you had a message for me today from Grandma, like if you feel anything or anything with me. It's been a while.
It's been a
pretty
while.
Busy.
It's been a while. And this is also going to be an important year. Are you making some moves for your career, for work, please? There's some important movement that you're making?
Yeah, I started a new job. Same company,
But a
different
new role.
location.
Okay. Okay, great. I see growth. So whatever that location brings you, it brings you some opportunity for growth. So I want you to really kind of focus on that. This will be a nice shift for you. And I feel
Okay.
as if your energy is really tired, right?
Yeah.
Very low vibration energy. And I don't mean there's anything negative on you. I just really mean that there's just this down feeling, right? So they're making me aware of there's a birthday coming up. Whose birthday's coming up?
I believe mine.
Well, it's besides
I'm
yours.
October, and my daughter's October.
Okay. Because there's your grandmother, your mother's mother energy. Yes, there's a female energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a mother's energy. This is where she places herself. She's telling me there's a birthday coming up. So that's yours and your daughter's. Yes, is that what's
Yes.
coming up? Okay, great.
Yes, and my daughter just passed, the one she was raising. There was one that just passed, July 15th. And that was the little girl she was taking care of.
Oh, okay. This makes perfect sense to me now. Okay. And what is that little girl's name, please?
Mariah.
Okay. And Mariah had such a bright light to her. Yes, please. Very bright face
Yes.
to her, please.
Yes.
There's this energy here that also there's a lot of music around Mariah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of music.
Likes to dance, loves music.
Yes, a lot of music around Mariah. Grandmother stands in a different place. Mariah's energy is in this frequency of this transition energy that I see right now. Almost like flight energy, so much like there's a movement to her. But grandmother makes me feel as if she was very well connected and liked by people. People made a point of connecting with her. Your grandmother was very loving and kind. Yes, please?
Yes, very. Extremely.
She would give you your heart of gold. She gives you the shirt off her back is how she makes me feel.
Fully.
Yes.
Fully.
And she's also, see, now it's interesting. She tells me that you've been very down and almost crying for her and crying, please? Does this make sense to you? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm seeing the energy of the tears and the just like you're not sleeping at night, and there's just
I'm
this
not.
unrest around you, all right? And she wants you to know that she's with you. And it's really crazy. I haven't seen this in a really long time. I'm like, okay. So was there a joke? I don't know what this is. Looks like, okay, here we go. I don't know if she's trying to be funny. What is it about the holidays and fruitcake? What is that?
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
Well,
did we not eat
they
the
called
fruitcake or something? Like, what is it?
We ate fruitcake, but we called it old people drugs.
Okay. She's making a joke, and she's giving me this piece of fruit, this block of fruitcake.
I'm making her meatballs right now.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. She's in the holidays. She loved the holidays.
That's when we made the meatballs.
Okay.
That's what I'm making right now at this very moment.
Very good. Well, she's got the fruitcake to go with the meatballs, honey. So I don't know what's going on there on heaven, but she got fruitcake for her. And she wants you to know that she's with you. So sorry for the loss of Mariah. There's this very powerful energy around you, Felicia, of Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. And the healing angel of Raphael brings you healing because you physically haven't been feeling well either. Does this make sense to you, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to take better care of self here. There's a disconnect there in the physical structure. It just seems off to me. So you've really got to work on taking better care of yourself.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's a piece of a. So you have a piece of a blanket or a cloth or something that was hers, please. What she's showing me it looks like a piece of cloth though. Is there something of hers that you have right near your bed or by your bedside that you touch, please? Because she's showing me this. It looks like a piece of cloth. Interesting.
I have a lot of things of hers near my bed.
Okay.
It'll probably come to me later.
Okay. Is one of them linked to something that she used regularly, please?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
And is it made of material, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Mother Mary blanket.
Thank you. Okay. But it's not like a regular crocheted blanket. It's like a thin material break.
It's very thin. It's very thin, and it's roughly on the ends.
Yes.
So and she's holding a baby.
Okay. So that's the thin piece of material that I feel in my hands. Okay, please?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So I guess you're sleeping with that tonight, just letting you know, okay? You're having meatballs. Okay. Can the fruitcake for now. Save it for the holidays. Old people drugs, you said it is? Okay, whatever that means.
We used to laugh about it because it's an older thing that older people eat a lot. I don't mean to sound negative on that. It was just a little side joke about the fruitcake.
Well, that's why she was making me feel like don't eat the fruitcake. Like, it was like a funny joke she had. Like, and she's like, if I put her next to the table, it's almost like she's laughing, like joking and hitting it against the table, like just making me feel like this fruitcake is more of a joke than anything. So I just bring you that, how crazy it is that you are making your lovely meatballs.
Her meatballs.
Yes, I know, but
I put
you're
the
making
butter
them.
in the sauce.
Well, that sounds
exactly hers. Right this minute, they're cooking on the stove.
Right. Butter in the sauce.
And I was thinking about her. Mm-hmm. Butter in the sauce.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to shoot me that recipe because that's a new one on me. Butter in the sauce.
Oh my gosh, is it ever good?
All right. Well, it sounds like we're all gonna gain 10 pounds, but thank you for that, Felicia. Felicia, know that she's with you. I trust that we have brought you comfort in this time of not feeling very well. Yes.
Yes, you have.
All right. Thank you so much for following the show, and glad to connect with you. Be well. Bye.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. And we're going to take another call. We're going to go to Carmen. Carmen's here on the line. Carmen, how are you tonight?
Okay, thank you.
Good,
and you?
Carmen. I'm doing well. Now, Spirit also tells me that you've had your share of crying nights. Is this true, please?
Yes.
Yes. And I also feel that you've been having your own health challenges as well. This is also true. We are feeling better now, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Carmen, they make me aware of a woman on the other side. She's talking to me about breathing issues before the passing. Who is that, please? Is that your grandmother, please?
No, that was my mom.
Your mom. Okay, so mom is stepping forward here for me. You had wanted to connect with your mom. Okay, so I have mom's energy here, and I feel like you just did something special for mom recently, please. Is there a birthday that we just celebrated or an anniversary, something connected to her? Because she makes me feel like you just did something special for her. Does this make sense
Yeah,
to you?
you know, I'm Spanish, and we usually do this thing on novena, which is a 9-day prayer for them.
Yes.
And I did that for her, and I went to Atlantic City this coming weekend, and all I kept on seeing was her all around me.
Yes. Okay. She'd like to have that ching ching win here. Yes, please.
Yes, I always took her over there.
Yeah. Yeah, because she kind of, but she played like the slots, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me tell you how she shows this to me here. So you just completed that novena not too long ago, yes, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I say to you, Virgen Milagrosa, does this make sense to you, Mother Mary? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you have a medal? Interesting, we just had another caller, we were talking about Mother Mary. That's why I had to check the energy, but you have a medal of your mom's, please? That she wore on her neck, please?
I have her necklace.
Yes. Yep, I see that.
I have her necklace. She told everybody, she told my sister, you better give my necklace to Carmen.
Yeah. She's very much around you. And, I hope your sister's not listening when I go into this one, but are you ready? So she says
no, she's not going to listen because she's a pastor and she does not believe in none of this.
Well, you know what? They believe a little bit more because I read pastors. But before they wave us out of time, let me share this with you. She says that you were the one who looked after her. You were the one who cared for her. You were the one who wiped her mouth when her lips were dry. Does this make sense to you? Okay.
Yes.
She wants you to know that she thanks you and she's with you, and keep praying for her. Okay?
Okay.
All
yes.
right.
Thank you.
All right. And play her birthday. What's her birthday, Carmen?
9:30.
Okay. You go play her birthday. You live in New York, yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Play her birthday. Her birthday's going to come probably before her birthday. That's a good number for you, okay?
All right.
She's going to give you back some of that cha-ching she shows me, okay? Thank you, Carmen, so much.
that I wasted on her.
Yes.
She always tell me, don't waste so much money. Oh, Mommy, please.
Well, she's
Let's go enjoy life.
she's giving it back to you, Carmen. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were able to get through tonight. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. 888-565-1470. Write that number down. I would love to hear from you next Wednesday night for our 459th live show here of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I do hope to catch you at one of our spiritual classes. Go to SarahSpiritual.com. If you'd love to connect with me for a personal session, maybe get a little more personal and answer some of the questions that are nearest and dearest to your heart, I'd love to have a personal session with you by phone, video, Skype, FaceTime, or, of course, right here in sunny West Palm Beach at my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center. For now, I bid you farewell. But may I say, everyone, be well, be mindful, and trust that God has our back and everything will be fine. God bless you. Good night. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at SarahSpiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.